One of the things that separates Belluck and Fox from other firms on the internet and in television and radio ads that are advertising for mesothelioma cases is we actually do the work on the cases. Many of the law firms that advertise for these cases don't actually do the work.
We have filed mesothelioma cases throughout New York State, including Buffalo, Syracuse, Albany, Rochester, Massena, New York City, Long Island, Westchester County, Orange County. We have cases pending in all those jurisdictions.
We know that if you have mesothelioma, you were exposed to asbestos. That's what the medical and scientific literature tells us. But what's hard to figure out sometimes is where that exposure came from, and the fact that the exposures were 40, 50, 60 years ago adds to that problem.
It doesn't make a difference if you weren't on a ship, if you weren't on a construction site, if you never stepped foot in a factory. It doesn't really make a difference. There are other ways you can be exposed to asbestos that you may not even appreciate, that we can talk to you about and figure out how it happened.
So when you hire Belluck and Fox, one of the things you're hiring is a historical knowledge of how these products were used, where they were used, what companies made them, and that's really the expertise that we bring to the table.
What I'm most proud of is the fact that we personally connect with our clients, that at the end of the day, after we've worked with a client or done a deposition or a videotape, we sit around talking about the lives of our clients. And we get to know them. They get to know us. We're with them from the very beginning of the case to the time the case ends, and then often beyond that. These are people that have played by the rules. They've lived good lives through no fault of their own. They've been subjected to a disease that should never have happened. In the civil system, the only sense of justice we can secure for a family is financial. And at least we know that the families are taken care of. The person who's afflicted understands that at least financially they don't have to worry, and the family doesn't have to worry, looking towards the future.
One of the cases that impacted me the most was a case that we're actually working on now on behalf of a gentleman from Rochester who was in his 50s and diagnosed with mesothelioma about a year ago. Unfortunately, he passed away about a month ago. The thing that touched me so much about this case is that he had a young child and a wife, and was at a point in his career where he was still earning money to take care of his family and to send his kid to college. And we were able to give him the peace of mind before he passed away that his family was going to be taken care of. And I think that I was probably the last person that he spoke to. We had a telephone conversation where in the phone call I told him that we had gotten some settlements, and because of that, he was going to be taken care of. And shortly after that, he passed away. So.